Hey, want to build this with me? Hello, my name is Jake. Welcome back to A Few Bricks Short. Today, I want to try something slightly different and just build this set with you. So this is 60406 Race Car and Car Carrier. This is a city set, obviously. I got it for my birthday a little bit ago. I haven't had a chance to build it yet. As you know, building is part of the experience with Lego. So sometimes I just like to set aside some time to do so. Enjoy the build a bit more. Some of the younger things, like city things, are just fun to build. Obviously they're not super challenging, but they're fun still. Still good build, still good final product. I was thinking about doing this on New Year's Eve if my wife didn't make it to midnight. She got to about 11:30, somewhere in there. So didn't quite make it, but I ended up just playing Fortnite till midnight. Got to see some fireworks still though, so that was cool. And lately, my wife and I have been making our way through the Die Hard movies because we haven't seen those. And today we watched the fifth one, the last one, and that was bad. It was not good. So I need a bit of a palate cleanser from that. So we're gonna build this. And if this goes well, if it's fun, I might make this a kind of a regular thing. Just with something that I won't necessarily want to do a full review on, but we'll kind of want to talk about and build. And hopefully do something a bit more casual kind of video like this. I've been told a couple times on different videos that I kind of have a casual, cozy vibe sometimes. So try and go for that today. Kind of chill out. I don't know if you can read that. Chill out. So we're gonna do that. So I got the set. I have a beverage. So just build and hang out. So this set in particular is split into two instructions. So there is a car itself and transport for the car. I'm not a humongous car person per se. I'm not really like super into race cars or anything like that. I think they're neat. They can be neat. They can be fun builds. These kind of builds in particular would be great to populate a city when I finally have that built. So that's where this one will go one day. This kind of sucks. We have a few stickers. It's like a handful. Kind of poop, but what are you gonna do? Okay, as usual, start with the minifigure. Here we go. She's pretty cool. I don't know how well this will show up. Tried to use the autofocus on my camera this time. I don't usually do that because it's not very great. It's also like it's just very. It tries its best. So usually I try and stick to manual focus. If anything looks particularly bad and I want to show it to you, I'll just throw some B-roll on top. You know, make more work on this casual, easy to do video. Yeah, like I said, the 5+ sets, they're not like super complex obviously, but they're still fun to do. Just a good casual kind of zone out build in a way. They'll look nice in the city and they're still fun to play with. My kids will probably enjoy playing with it. I'm sure everybody likes playing with a little race car. There have been a lot of neat city cars also. Like really kind of more different kind of things. Like the, I forget what they were called. They had to do with the game that came out, the racing game. I didn't get a chance to play yet. Maybe I will. I think the 2K racing one, that one, this one, whatever the name is. They had a couple cars that kind of related to the game. Those were neat because they were, the way they built some of them, some of the front ends and back ends came out with clips. I think I've seen some Speed Champion stuff, but this is more of a, I think there were 6+ sets. So those were less complicated, but still fun to build. They came out really neat. So there are a lot of fun builds and still neat techniques you can get out of a younger child set anyway. So one thing that's neat about this set in particular, the colors, style, all that. If you guys know the go-karts, those are really fun. Those are neat. Little $10 build. Again, younger city set, but still very good, very fun. There is one of the cars. Should probably just grab it. Look at that. Hang on. Whoa. Alright. So this is one of the go-karts. Again, I don't know if you can see this. Probably throw some B-roll, I suppose. But this is one of the go-karts. It's the colors match this car here. So I think this is supposed to be like a similar racing team or something. But anyway, I thought it was neat that the colors and the racing suit and everything match. They're supposed to be related in some way. So that's fun. I love when Lego does that. Even if it's just mild. I think this is the only time these two suits have been used so far, but they're pretty cool. A lot of these 2-plate tall bricks in here. This is this 5th and 6th one so far. Pretty neat. I'm trying to do some more mock building lately. A lot of the things I built have just been habitats, which I've done a few videos on. Been a few other habitats that I made that I want to do videos on. I just never get around to it. This year I'd like to participate in more of the habitat challenges on Instagram, and then hopefully make more videos on them, because those are fun. Because they're different, you know, something I made personally. It's not just a set going over that. So that's fun. So I'd like to do that more. So that's why I've been trying to get some more pieces and stuff, because that's one of the two major challenges I have with building any sort of mocks, as I'm sure a lot of people do, is just simply having pieces, and then having the pieces I do have be organized. That part's hard. Because right now some of the stuff I do have is just sorted with the cardinal sin of sorting by color. So, gotta fix that. So I ended up just kind of, you know, rummaging through bins of, you know, white, red, that kind of thing. Which is very lengthy and doesn't help me when I have, you know, to get things done by a certain time, or only a certain amount of time at night when I should be sleeping to build things. So we got the engine. That part's always fun. Put it in there. Alright, that's the engine. It's got the scoop in it and all that. I know some car things. Not a lot, but some. So one thing that's always fun about these kind of cars is always how they build the front end and the back end, you know, with the headlights, the brake lights, tail lights, all that. Because they always seem to be kind of similar, but different enough where they're interesting, unique, got different ways of doing it, different methods. So yeah, this is about very interesting. This is already cool. So we got the jumper kind of plate here. You know, it's a 1x4, but it's only got the 2 studs on it, the black one. And I'm putting these clip ones. I don't know what they're called. The round edge clip ones. Does that help? I don't know. Those are, so it's already neat. I like when pieces are not necessarily used for their purpose, like these clips here. Or I'm getting ahead of myself, but I don't think they're going to use the clips per se, but they'll be used mainly just for the texture and the look of it. I think that's always interesting and something I have to remember, because it's obviously more creative to do it that way. Use something outside of what it's for. Lego's very good at that, you know, trying to use certain elements as other things. Like right behind you in the camera, we have one of the newer botanicals. What's it called? Chrysanthemum? That one. That's got a ton of bananas in it, which, you know, you wouldn't think to use bananas for a flower, but hey, why not? That's cool. So I like to notice that kind of thing and maybe try and use that in my own builds at some point, which is the fun of Lego in general. There we go. Yeah, the clips. So far, again, I may still be getting ahead of myself. But so far the clips are just used for the texture of it. So that's pretty neat. I like that. So does anyone know, this is the first sticker, but it's number 4. Why is that? Does anyone know? Careful, SpongeBob. Careful, SpongeBob. Just a tile, it was fine. I know I should probably use a brick separator, but I've done it long enough without it. I'll be fine. So another thing I want to do, and have finished hopefully by the end of this month, is actually have the Lego area done. It has been too long since we moved in this house that I've been without any sort of dedicated Lego area. Where's the stuff? So it just takes time and money to do it the right way. I'm doing some stuff. I don't want to give anything away because I want to make a video on it. You know, as you do. So, yeah, just take some time, money. So hopefully this month I'll actually be done with it. A little crooked, but See, I don't think if I did it with a brick separator, it would be any less crooked. So see, like this, it's just like a slope, just some mild snot building with slopes on the side, gives it some interesting texture, but it's simple. It sits on top of these jumper ones, so there's some depth there, some texture with the slopes. Simple stuff, but it looks cool. So that's why these kind of builds, these 5+ ones, and so are cool, because it shows a lot can be done with a little bit. Neat. So one of the things people always ask about, which if you want to leave me a comment on it, that'd be cool. What kind of builder are you with this kind of stuff? Do you pick out all the pieces for the step at once, or do you just pick from the pile? I have to say, for me, it depends on the build. These are simpler, they're easier. Right now I need 3 pieces just for the step, so I'll just grab it from the pile. Sometimes, like this, just finding it in the big pile is part of the experience for me. I growing up, never had super complex builds. I never had any huge builds. So it was just kind of the way it was. So I would just always pick from the pile. So that's the way I've done it. But also for something simpler, there's no real need to gather all the pieces first. For something more complex, like say the Great Wave, or any of the art ones, things like that, those you really have to pay attention to where you're putting things. And those, it's really nice to be like, okay, I need 15 tan circles, so those you gather. That's just me. Another thing I love to know, are you a knoller? Knoller. Do you knoll your Lego? So that's the when you set up all the parts in nice neat rows and stuff. I think it's really pretty. I think it's cool looking. It's not always practical, however. Again, this kind of thing, it comes in the bags, and it's a small, not complex build. Pile. That's me. When it's something else, like you take it apart, the whole thing apart, and you don't have the bags anymore or anything like that, I might do that. Like even the up on the mantle over there, we have the 3-in-1 rabbit, which is now a cockatoo. That I took apart to make the cockatoo, and it was just easier to try and knoll it out. So it was, lay everything out so you could see it all. If I have the entire build in one pile and then trying to go through the instructions, it's harder. So do you do that? When do you knoll? Do you knoll? Do you know what knolling is? Have I said knoll enough? A lot of parts left and a lot of pieces left. Feels like we need a lot more car though. Let's see. Focus on the car. Hello? Better? I don't know. Sure. I can come up with a better way to do this. I have one camera. One nice camera and my phone. Ideally someday we'll do dual camera this whole thing. So I got a nice table cam, face cam, the whole thing. Someday. Kind of a lot of points of contact for these. Usually there's like a few. It's all 4 corners, which I guess is fine. Generally they try to make these things really easy to take off the top, and that's kind of a lot if you're trying to put a minifigure in there. Oh, who knows? So the wheels. So if Lego didn't make these last, I do them last. Anyway, I don't know, just one of those things. Just feels good. Do it last. I don't know why. Like Bionicle. Whenever they, like the original Toa in particular, the piece they had in the back of their head to make their eyeballs and all that, I think I would save that for last, even though that was like the first third of the build. I would just save that for last because that was like me like powering them up or something. I don't know. Anyway, same kind of thing. I don't know. This is the part that makes the car. So yeah, feels good to do it last. Yeah. I'm an oddball. What do you want? Anyway, here's a car. Ta-da! Again, if this looks bad from here, probably throw some B-roll in there. Car. Ta-da! Because this is not live, I can do that. Ta-da! Moving on. So our minifigure. See, nice blue pants, black jacket with that Falcon. I think it's a Falcon. I'll have to look it up, see what they call it. Logo on his shirt. That's fun. His head. A little bearded guy with glasses, and he's got the newspaper kid cap. Those have a name. I have no idea what they're called. It's a hat. Interestingly enough, this guy's face and this hat were both in the tour bus. This one, but it's just that one. I don't know what it's called. Tour bus. Good set though. Interesting. Yeah, same face, same hat. He had a neat like Hawaiian style shirt. It's like the bright light yellow, I think, primarily. It doesn't look great as like a minifigure shirt next to like the regular yellow minifigure skin. It just looks like sun bleached, kind of like it. It would have looked better if it was just white, to be honest, because it looks like it once was white. So I was really excited to like that minifigure. I talked about this on my stories and Instagram once. So it was fine. But anyway, same head, same hat. Interesting. So this build will be a little different because it's not a regular car. So it doesn't have like the whole chassis piece to start it off. So it'll be interesting. Oh, this is a fun question. If you want to leave me a comment, again, theme of the video, talk to me post build, please. Please. Anyway, do you have a least favorite Lego piece? My wife in particular does not like these angled ones because they generally come, with the left and the right. She obviously knows they're left and right, but they're really easy to just get confused when you're trying to look for them. You're like, oh, there's the same one. It's both right. So she's not a fan of this. So do you have a least favorite Lego piece? See, interesting. This is a window. I'm putting an actual window in a car. So I'm saying, you learn stuff from every and any Lego set. So don't discount a set just based on its age. It's still fun. You can still learn something. I'm very over the age limit. I'm very, very deep into the plus of the 5+ on this set. But I'm still having a good time. And I miss this time. These rounded ones keep moving. They make a funny sound. don't know if you can hear that. Listen, I'm here by myself, talking to a camera. It's late. Things are extra funny. Just laugh with me, not at me, please. It's very bold color combo they got on this one. It's another thing I'd like to know. If you want to leave me a comment. Do you have a favorite Lego color? I think if I had to pick a favorite, there are many cool colors, but I'm pretty sure I like the purple, like the dark purple. It's just a very, I don't know, it's a very bold, nice color. I don't think we see it a ton. That would be, if I had to pick for the brick costume fans, if I had to pick the next one, I'd pick purple. That'd be good. So what do you think? We having fun so far? Just chatting? Sort of. And building? What do you think? Should I keep doing this? I don't know. Guess we'll have to see how this does. Guess we'll have to see how this does. I don't know. So speaking of younger sets, like this one, Lego announced they're doing the Bluey sets. That'll be cool. As a parent, Bluey is an excellent show. It's very good. There are tons of people that also watch it not as a parent, and it's that good. It's one of those shows that absolutely is one of those made for the parents and the kids kind of thing, but in such a very different way. It's not just like, here's an adult reference or joke that they'll get. The whole thing is just meant for both kids and adults, and it's really good. However, they're supposed to come out with some sets, and they're supposed to come out with 6, I think they said so far, between Duplo and 4 Plus, which is kind of disappointing. I'm not a humongous fan of the 4 Plus stuff. Duplo makes sense, that's fine. Those will probably be a lot, also expensive wise. But 4 Plus is always expensive. So hopefully being Bluey and Ludo Studios and not, Disney or something, they won't be super expensive, but the way they make 4 Plus things, they're a lot. I would love to make a whole video on this. So if that's something you'd like to hear me talk about, 4 Plus, and whether we need it or not, let me know, because I would love to talk about that. Hey, I got another question for you. I know I've asked for a lot of comments, but hey, give me your engagement. Do you like open studs on things? Like exposed studs? Or do you like things being capped off with like plates and slopes and things like that? Again, for me, I think it depends what the build is. It depends how it looks. Like I don't have any of them, but like the Star Wars helmets, like it comes to mind the Mandalorian one. Din Djarin's helmet there's a lot of studs on it, and to me that looks a little weird in that case. Other cases it's like, okay, this is Lego. But hey, sometimes, again, to me, it just depends on the build. But what do you think? Do you have a preference? Only dropped a few pieces, so new record? Yay. So this is where things get odd sometimes in these kind of builds. There's this big old slope piece here, and now I'm just gonna cover it up. And from what's left, you can't tell it's a slope. There's no way to tell. What is the purpose of making it a slope instead of just a brick? I get sometimes there's like cost saving measures of using different pieces. You bury red pieces inside the core, you'll never see, that kind of thing. But that was a slope. In my assumptions, a slope, it's not any cheaper than a 2x4 brick. But okay, peg 2, done. Next. Nice. Ooh. Well, that's different. It's like a panel piece, big old panel, but it's got studs on the sides. I don't think I've ever seen that before. That's fun. I got ahead of the instructions. It's doing one side at a time, and I've been doing it mirrored. I'm definitely paying attention. Ooh, neat. Got these like half circle ones. Pop in there. That looks cool. They're sitting on top of a whole circle, but only half of it's exposed. So that's cool. See? There. There we go. Hello? Oh, there. Neat. So I got another question. What do you like to do while you build Lego sets? Do you watch something? Do you listen to music? Do you just sit in silence and build with your thoughts? How do you build? Again, it depends. Some sets I have built with my wife, so we build those together. Sometimes we'll have music, sometimes we'll just talk. Other times like this, talking to you, that's fun. Other times just music is fun, just kind of chill out. Especially again, these younger type sets are really good for that. But what do you do? Leave me know in the comment. Let me know. Just give me all the comments, please. It's neat. We're doing the custom roof for the cab of the truck. That's cool. Instead of like the other one, it was just a stock piece. There. Let's screw up here. Forgot a whole piece on here. So we get stuff without a separator. Ugh. You gotta need a separator. Wait. Oh. Baloney. I gotta go get one. Hang on. What'd I get? Talking while I'm building. So see, like this one. I don't know if I can. I don't know if I can get this to work. Show you. But this whole thing, there's only 2 points of contact. Everything else is either air or a plate. So makes it a lot easier to take on and off. So feels like I'm missing something at the top. There's just this open spot. And I'm not. It's kind of odd. Okay, tires. And these tires in particular, there we go, have a hubcap. It's always enjoyable. Printed. It says Z tier on it. Does that make these bad tires? Why does it say Z tier? It definitely says tier, not tire. Also, Z tire wouldn't make sense either, because still, Z being at the end of the alphabet usually means it's not as good. I don't know. Overthinking the brand of Lego tire. That's me. Pop. And there we are. All 4. Here's our truck. Nice. So now we can bring the bed down. Pull the truck up there. And there we go. Very, very fun. So the bed, I don't know if you saw it when I was building it, it's got some of those pyramid studs in there that actually just like holds onto the car quite well, which is very cool. There's nothing like built specifically for it to sit in there, but it's like the front part of the wheel wells, it just kind of rests on there. And it works pretty well. It's cool. See? Neat. So there we have it. Okay, well, that's all I had for today. Just a casual hangout, chat, and build. So let me know if you like this format at all. Maybe I'll do some more of this. Hopefully play some more Lego relevant games at some point, as I do sometimes. Something other than Lego Fortnite. I might have to go back to that anyway, just because of the whole rebrand into Odyssey. I don't know, curious, but I don't know if I'll make a video. More reviews, those are always good, fun. Solid stuff, but you know, like I said before, take a bit of doing, but they're good. And some more mock stuff. I'd love to make more videos on those. Those are interesting. Because I always have lots of thoughts on that. It'd be nice to get them out there. So, yeah, that's all I had today. So, let me know what you think. Please like the video if you had fun. Subscribe if you'd like to see more. And I will see you next time.